Guys, can you hear me, guys? Please let me know in the chat box. Okay, guys, we'll start the session in 1 minute. Okay, guys. Yesterday I didn't take the class. Day before yesterday I was taken, right? So the time I was explained about functions. Functions. Actually, most of the guys didn't understand the how when we implementing the function, like when we writing the functions, how the variables will be going to be stored. I'm going to be explain that thing now. Okay. Usually when we see the any variable, let's see, we see the one variable like int a equal to 10. What we do, the memory space is going to be created like this, right? This is the normally. Now what will happen for the functions? Let's say there is a one main function. There is a one main function. String is the main function. Let's suppose here we have a one variable like int a equal to 10. What will happen in this case? Memory space is going to be created here. How it is going to be created? First, memory space created for the main function. Like this, guys. This is the main. This is the main function. So what are the variables inside the main function? The first variable, this one. So one memory space will be created for this one, this one, the strings array. And what is the other one? Int a equal to 10. So another memory space will be created like this. Guys, understand the before how I used to tell that time I didn't explain about the function, so that's why I directly taken like this. Now when I'm talking about the function, so every function may occupy some space in the memory, right? So that's why we have to create the memory space like this. So inside the that function, let's suppose here main function is there. So main has occupied some space. Inside that main, this actual variable memory space will be created like this. Guys, understand? Let's suppose there is another function called like function one. Function one. It has the variables, I mean, it has the arguments int a, let's suppose int b. Okay, guys? Let's suppose here int c equal to a plus b. Then how the memory space will be created for this function one? Like this, guys. The memory space will be created for this function one. What the variables inside initially? First will be the things is arguments. What are the arguments here? A and B. So memory will be created for A. And next memory will be created for C. What are the other things here? Here another variable C. Like this memory space is going to be created. Guys, understand this one? Okay, guys. Fine. What will happen in this case? Let's suppose there is a main method. Let's suppose there is a main method. The main method. Here the two variables a and b, and it is calling the one function. Let's suppose it is calling the function one. Okay, here the function one is there. Function one. Let's suppose here passing a and b. Here int a, here int b. Here int c equal to a plus b. Let's suppose in this case how the memory space will be created. Guys, understand one thing, the memory space created for everything, not only for variables. There is a one function call is there. That function call also some memory space will be created. How it will be? This is the main function. This is the main function. Inside what will happen? Memory space created for the A and memory space created for the B. And other thing, what is the function one? There is also function one also. We are going to be create one memory space. Then what will happen from this? It is going to be called. Yeah, local means it is going to be created in a stack. That's different thing. It is not needed for where it is going to be, because I'm mostly working in Java. So Java, there is a lot of memory spaces like strings. It is going to be stored in a constant pool. Object is going to be stored in a heap, like that. Static. So that's why it is, yeah, yes, internal store. So that's why I'm basic thing I'm explaining here, generic thing. What will happen, guys, here? Here we are from here function AB, right? Here we are calling the one function. So that function will be like this function. Let's suppose this is a function one. Here what are the memory? What are the memory elements here? Here A, one memory space is going to be created. And for B, memory space will be created. And C, memory space will be created. Yes, yes. Okay, guys. Here the thing is like how, guys, here understand you have to one thing. When there is a function call, this is the function call. This is the actual function implementation, right? This is the function call. This is the actual implementation. Guys, in the implementation, you can see here the two arguments is there, int a and int b. While calling, which one you have given the first? For example, here you have given ba. That means b is going to be stored here. That means what does it mean? Int a equal to this b. Guys, understand? In this way, it is going to be stored. While you calling, which variable you have given? Let's suppose here a and b, you have given the first b. But what will happen? First you have given the b value, right? That b is going to be stored here. So I mean int a will be b. Int a equal to b. What does it mean? Int b equal to this a. Guys, understand this one? The most of the guys last time while giving the first problem, last of the guys confused here, I think. Guys, understand this one? Okay, guys. And one more thing, in a generic way, we have a two type of data types. Those are two type of data variables, I can say data variables. It is a local and non-local. Okay, last time I have skipped this one because I thought like you guys understand, but I got a lot of messages, so that's why I'm explaining this thing again. The local and non-local. Guys, what does it mean local? Local means which are the variables inside the function, those we call as the local. Let's suppose here I have taken one main method. Here we have a string as, and here the int a and int b. Guys, what are the here, what variables here, the local variables, guys? The local variables for the main, the aux is the local variable. This one is a local variable. Yes, yes. Here the a is the local variable and b is the local variable, right? So what will happen, guys? These values will be valid inside this function only, because it is a local variables we cannot access outside of that function. Guys, understand this one? This is the local variable. So that's why this is the aux is a local variable, a is a local variable, and b is a local variable. Let's take another method as a function one here. Function one. Let's suppose here int a, int b, int b, int c. What are the local variables, guys, here? For the function one, let's suppose this is the function one. What are the variables here? A, B, and C. These are the local variables. These are valid inside this function only. Outside, if you want to access these A, B, C outside of the function, so we won't access, because these are the invalid outside of the function. Guys, understand about the local variables? Okay. Then other type is non-static, sorry, non-local. What does it mean by non-local? We can say here non-local means it's static. Guys, there is a other also there, like a object related instance variables. I'm not talking about that one. This is a very basic. In a C programming, we have only static. So this is a basic thing. That's why I'm telling you. Guys, what does it mean? Let's suppose there is a one variable here like static int. Let's suppose k equal to 10. There is a here main method is there, and another function is there. Let's suppose here the inside there is some variables ABC. Inside here there is DAF. So what will happen, guys, in this time? In the memory space of main, ABC will be there, right? Here the function type DEF will be there. What happened for the static in case? This is will be the outside, not part of the any function. It is the not part of the any function, right? So if you want to access the, let's suppose if you want to access the main k value inside the main, you have to get access from this one. If you want to access the this k value inside the function, this function, let's suppose you want to access you. So that's why what I'm going to explain is, if you want to change anywhere in any method, like main method also, function method also, so the static variable is going to be changed. Right, guys? This static variable is not part of the anything. Let's suppose I have given one example here. Guys, understand this one. Static int k equal to 10. In the main method, in the main method, I have taken as a k minus minus, and I'm calling the function here. Function. Here one function is there. System dot out dot println of k. That is print of k, guys. So what will happen, guys? In that time, one memory space will be created. K is a k value 10. Okay. When what will happen when comes to the main? It is trying to access the k, right? What is that? Is k minus minus is a pre or post? It is a post. So directly first it will take its value, right? And again it's going to be decrement. It is not part of the expression, so directly it will be 9. Now what will happen? It is called the function. Function it will comes here. So it is going to be print the k. What is the k value, guys? Here k value is 9. So it is going to be print 9. Guys, understand this one? This is the basic, guys. Static variable will work like that. Static variables is not part of any function. Yes, memory going to be created once, that will be used for that can be used in any function. Guys, understand this one? Okay, guys. Let's solve one simple question. Simple question. Static. Nothing is there, guys. Just calling the one function here. After this for loop, there is a print of a, guys. Guys, try to do this one. You have a 2 minutes time. You understand this question, guys? Guys, can you understand this question, or should I? Guys, you can see, right? Try to solve this question, guys. You have a 2 minutes time. Guys, you have a 2 minutes time. Guys, please check the question again and try to solve this one. Guys, you have 1 minute time. Try to solve this one, guys. Okay, guys. I'm going to solve this question now. Okay, guys. Let's see here. What we have, guys, here? Here we have a static variable. So one separate memory is going to be created here, right? How it will be going to be created? Here it's going to be created like this. A value with the 10. So first time main method it will comes inside, right? So it comes to the for loop. What we have to check, guys, in first time? When there is a for loop, we have to check, is there any curly braces? We have to check whether any curly braces. Check, guys, is there any curly braces after the for? No curly braces. So what will taken? Immediate next statement. What is the immediate next statement? The function. So what does it mean? Internally, how it takes the for loop as only one statement, that is the function. Guys, understand this one? Okay, guys, fine. Okay. Now okay, guys. What does that mean, guys? A minus minus. It's a pre or post. It is a pre or post. It is a post. So first it is taken this value 9. It is going to be change the value as a 9 here. Okay. Now comes to here. A minus minus. It is a pre or post. Again it is a post. So direct first it accesses the value. Then it is going to be decrement. It is decrement by 1. That means it now 8. 9 greater than 0. True or false? It is a true. So that's why it comes inside. What is the inside, right? Function. So it will comes to here function. What does here? We have a minus minus. Guys, a minus minus. So again it is going to be decrement by 1. Prem, how here? Prem, your answer is wrong. Please check again. 7. So again it's called for a minus minus. Again it is going to be decrement by 1. So that means it is 6. Guys, here what will happen in this case? When it comes to the condition, it is again a minus minus. It is post. So that's why it acts the value. It is a 6. And again it is going to be decrement anyway. It is a 5. So 6 greater than 0 is a true. So comes inside. The function is there. It comes again here. It is going to be decrement by 4. Guys, understand? Guys, here remember one thing. When it is going to be fail. When it is going to be fail. It is going to be fail. In that case, 0 0. But here a minus minus means that value will be minus 1. Guys, right? When it is a fail, it comes to here system dot out dot println. It is going to be print the value. Let's see. Guys, see minus 1. Guys, understand how it works? Guys, in this case, you have to no need to check these all the things. You have to check at what time it is going to be. It is going to be fail. I mean, it is going to be false. At what time it is going to be false? A value 0 greater than 0. In this case only it is going to be false, right? But what does it be here? A minus minus. That means it is going to be decreased by 1. Guys, understand, guys? Yeah. So it will comes to here system dot out dot print, and it comes to print. Why it is comes to print? Because here after the for loop there is no curly braces, so only the function only. This is only part of the main part of the this for. This print statement is not part of the for, so that's why only it is going to be print only one time. Some guys have done like a 2 times, 3 times. That is the wrong. Guys, you have to check. I have already told you number of times when there is any condition statement or any iterative statement, you have to check whether is there any curly braces or not. We have to check curly braces. If not curly braces, what we have to do? We have to check immediate first statement. And third one, what we have to check whether it has a semicolon or not. These three things is very important and very basic, guys. If you miss anything, now you won't. If you solve the problem, you can't get the exact answer. You have to understand, guys. This one. Okay, fine. I hope you understand this one. Okay, guys. And most of the guys is confused in another part is here, guys. I'm going to explain that one. Let's suppose here the main method is there. Here int a equal to 10. Here int b equal to 20. Okay, guys. There is a one function is there. Function here int. Suppose here int a. Let's suppose int b. Guys, from the main I'm calling the function method, guys, with the b and a. Here these are the arguments, here the parameters. You understand, right? So what will happen, guys, here when the function method will be called is first take the b value, right? What does it mean here? This means function of what is the b value? B value is 20. What is the a value here in this function? Main function 10. So the first parameter is going to be stored in the first argument, right? So in this case, what will happen? Int a equal to 20. Guys, understand this one, guys. Most of the people is confusing here. Okay, what does it mean here? B is going to be stored here. So what will happen? Int b equal to 10. Guys, most of the guys is confused here. How your guys are confusing? Like here you have taken a b. Here you are going to be stored this value here, and a value is going to be stored. You are doing like that. That is the wrong. Okay. The first parameter is going to be stored in the first argument, and second will be stored in the second one. This is the thing is, guys. No need to confuse here anything. Okay, guys. Guys, as of now, all the basics has been completed. The only one thing is pending is recursion. The recursion. Guys, what does it mean, recursion? In a simple words, recursion means calling itself. Calling itself. Means what does it mean? Doing same repeated work. Same repeated work. Doing same repeated work. Let's suppose there is an ATM. Let's suppose this is the ATM. There are the number of people is waiting here. 1, 2. Let's suppose this will take as a persons, guys. This is the first person, this is the second person, this is the third person, this is the fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay, guys. Here, for example, seventh person want to know what is my number. How he knows, guys? He doesn't know. So in this case, he has to ask for the 6, guys. So when 7 asks to the 6, what is my number? That means he has to ask, what's my number to the 5? What my number to? Guys, what we are doing here? The same work only. Guys, understand, guys? This is the recursion, how it will work. Guys, understand this one? Yes. Guys, this is a very important thing, guys. If you want to do any repeated work, For that one, what we do, we calling itself. That function calls itself, we called as a recursion. Guys, understand? Guys, while working with the recursion, we need to understand one thing. The base condition. The base condition. The base condition. We call it as a base condition. That means where we have to terminate, terminate or end that one. Guys, this is the very basic for the first round. So that's why I'm not going in depth. While I'm talking about the second level rounds, like in second week and third week, I'm going to be explain in depth about this one. Guys, this is the one. Recursion means is the calling itself. Guys, understand this one? So let's suppose there is a one function. Let's suppose there is a one function called sum. Okay. You want, my problem is here, like I want to check from 1 to 10 summation of the 1 to 10 numbers. Guys, now what I have to do? When somebody has given the variable like int n, I need to do this operation n plus sum of n minus 1. Guys, understand this one? In the year, what is the base case? From the 10, from which number up to which number I have to check? I have to check up to 1. So that is the base case here. So in this case, we have to base case as a if n equal to 1. We have to terminate here. How we are going to be terminate? We are returning. What we have to return? If that is the 1, we have to give as a 1. Guys, understand? And another, what is the another base case here? If n less than 0, less than or equal to 0, what we have to give, guys? We have to return with 0. Guys, wait, guys. If you want to work with any recursion, you supposed to know the what the base condition. This is the very important. If you don't know the base condition, you are going to be get the stack overflow exception. I will show you here how it will work. Okay, I'm calling the one. I've taken as in number is 10. I want to summation from the 10 to 1. So I'm calling the one method as a sum. Sum of number. Let's see, guys. Let's suppose I have taken like this. Okay, guys. Here I don't know the exact like a base case. What will happen, guys? Let's see here. Guys, see, I'm going to be getting error. You can see what error I got? I got here stack overflow. That's mean stack here as a some limit like local variables is going to be stored in a stack, right? So that has a some limit. I am going to be explain these things later. See, this is going to be getting a some error here, stack overflow. Why? Because we don't know the base case. We don't know from up to which number I want to check. So that is the base case here. So I'm going, how we are going to be check. Let's suppose here n equal to 1. What we have to do? Return 1. And what are the other cases, guys? If n greater than or 0, we have to return 0. Let's see. Guys, did we get any compile time error here? Any error we didn't get? Let's see where I'm going to be solve this one. I mean, I'm going to print this one. Guys, it came as a 55. How it comes, guys? Guys, first we are going to be write a one base case, right? So here the what is the base case? We are going to be check whether n is 1. If 1, we are going to be written 1. If n equal to less than or equal to 0, what we have to do? We have to return 0. And other case, what we have to do? We have to return that number with the previous number. So sum of n minus 1. Guys, how it will work? Let's suppose somebody gives the value with the, let's say, I will take the 5 here. Yes. Yeah, that is also correct only, bro. Okay, I have taken here some n equal here from the main method. I am calling the one method that called as in sum of 5. So from the main method, it is going to be called, this method is going to be called, right? How it will be? Sum of 5. So inside, what will happen inside? We are checking the another, we are returning the n plus sum of n minus 1, right? So what will happen? Here we are calling the another method. So again we have to do like this. Guys, I'm explaining about how debugging works. So what will happen, guys? In this case, n value is 5, right? N value is 5. So what will happen? N minus 1 means it will come another as another function. So here n value is 4. N value is 4. Again, what we are doing here? N plus sum of n minus 1. So we are going to be called same another method. Here what will happen? Here n value is 3. N value is 3. So again what we have to, we are doing n plus sum of n minus 1. That means here we are calling the another method. Here what will happen? N value. Here n value is 2. Same thing is going to be do here. Right? Sum plus sum of n minus 1. What will happen, guys, in this case? N value is 1. So guys, when n equal to 1, what will happen, guys? We are going to be check here n is equal to 1. So what will happen in this case? N is 1. So if we are returning the 1. So what will happen? Return means where we have called. We have called this method, right? We are calling from there. So it is returning its value with the 1. Guys, understand this one? So what will happen, guys, here? Here sum of n minus 1 value will be 1. What is the n here? What is the n here? 2. What does mean by 2 plus 1 is a 3? It is 3. So where we have called, it returns this value. 3 value going to be written here. So some value is 3. What is the n value here? This is the n value. N value is 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 3 plus 3, 3, 6. It will come here. It will return the value with the 6, right? It will come here. Its value is 6. 6. What is the n value, guys, here? N value is 4. This is the 4. 4 plus 6. So what will happen in this case? It will comes to here. It will comes to here. 6 plus 4. What does it mean? It is a 10. 10 plus 5. 15. So finally it will come to here. Guys, understand how it will work? Guys, understand, guys? So this is the thing, guys. So in the recursion, we have to take everything as a separate method. Guys, here you have to check. And the first time comes from the main, here n value 5. This is the local variable for this function alone. Here the n value 5, right? If you want to use the n value here, this n value will be same for this entire function. This is the one function. Here, what is the n value in this function? In this function, n value is 4. If you want to use the n value here anywhere, the n value will be 4. That is the separate, that is the local for this function alone. While when it comes to here, what is the n value here? Here n value is 3. That is the local to here. Guys, understand, most of the guys is confused here. Guys, don't confuse. Let's suppose here n is 3. This is local for this one. This comes to here n equal to 4. That is the local for this one. So n value is a 4 here. N value will be 3 here. N value will be 2 here. N value will be 1 here. Guys, understand? I hope you guys clear on this one. Recursion. Okay, guys. This is the very base case. Okay, guys. Now I am talking about backtracing. Guys, I'm not going to explain in depth, guys. This is the very basic, that is enough for the clear the first round. Guys, there is a one function. Let's suppose here the one function is there. Is the function. Let's suppose int n. Int n here. Here what will happen? What are the things is there? Here three things. First, let's suppose here minus minus n. Let's suppose we are the print statement of n here, guys. Guys, 1 minute, guys. Hello, Amma. Okay. Guys, you understand? Guys, you can hear me, right? Okay. Let's suppose there is another line is like minus minus n. Guys, you can see in this function we have a two recursive calls. Two recursive calls, right? This is the first recursive call. This is the second recursive call. Guys, when there is a more than one recursive calls, then that may be we called as a like a backtracing, guys. If there is only one, that we called as a simple recursion. The more than one we called as a backtracing, guys. So how this will work? Let's suppose there is a main method here. Main method here. Let's suppose int value is 5. So I'm calling from here function of 5. Guys, what will happen in this case? So initially there is a one memory space is going to be created for the main, right? Main. Here n value is a 5 and we are calling the function of 5. So what will happen, guys, here? So it will one call comes to the function 5. Here the function, guys, right? So what does it mean here? Function 5. So when it comes to here, what will happen? N value, int of n, right? Int n, right? So here n value will be 5. N value will be 5. N value will be. So when it comes inside, what will happen? What will happen, guys? This function minus minus n. So first it will comes inside. So the function minus minus n. Guys, what will happen? This is the one recursive calls. So it goes to another function call. But what happened to the next lines? Next lines will be there like that only, guys. Here the print statement is there. Here the function call will be there. So these will be like that only. But we are not going to be talk about these things. Now, when we got the return from this one, at that time only we will go to next lines. How this will happen, will tell you. What will happen, guys, here? N equal to 5 minus minus n. What does it mean? N value here. 4. So this value 4, right? Now where comes to the function, here n value will be 4. Again same guys, that function has the same lines of code, right? So same will be like this. Function of again minus minus n, and other lines also will be there, but when we get the first recursive call, again we are going to be call here. Call here. So what will happen in this case here? N equal to 4, but here minus minus n, that is a pre, right? So n value will be going to be changed here. So now 3. So again when it calls to the another function call, what will happen here? N value will be 3. There is a function of minus minus n. So like this will be there. Let's suppose this is the last call. Let's suppose it is the base case. Let's suppose it returning the value, some value. We can say it returning, this function is completed, it comes here. What will happen, guys? Here, let's suppose when it will comes to here, right? After function, we have another two lines, right? What is the first line? This is the print statement. Print statement. Print of n. Let's suppose here print of n. Guys, what is the n value here? In this function alone, n value is of 3. Right? 3, because it is updated minus minus n. In this function call, we have updated to 3. So while printing, 3 will be print here. Now after execute this line, what will happen? It will comes to next line, right? What is the next line? Again function of minus minus n. So again its value is going to be updated to 2. Again this will call to another function call. Guys, understand guys this one? Here n value in this case 2. Same thing will happen. Same 3 lines. Guys, understand? This is called as a backtracing, guys. This is a very basic, and we are going to be solve some problems based on this one. Okay, guys. From now I'm going to be share some questions. Let's solve the questions. Okay, guys. Wait. Here I will give you the one base case so you will understand. I didn't give any base case, right? I didn't give anything, so that's why you didn't understand. Guys, see this, guys. There is a main method. There is a main method. Inside main method, and let's suppose n value is 4, and yeah, recursion and backtracing means recursion means there is, let's suppose there is only when recursion means simply it's a calling itself, guys. When there is a more than one recursion call in a function, so we can call it as a like a backtracing. That is a simple. That is simple definition, guys. I am going to be explaining about the backtracing, recursion, and dynamic programming in depth while solving the question. Yes. The thing is like there is a number of recursive calls in a function. What will happen, guys? Let's suppose I will tell you the simple example, guys. Simple example here. Okay, guys. I will give you the simple example here. Simple example here. Let's solve. There is a n equal to given as a 3. Want to print number of, yeah. Wait, guys. I will give you the simple example. Then I will give the real time one other example so you will understand clearly. They have in a problem is like n equal to 3, ask for the number of valid parentheses. Valid parentheses. Valid parentheses. Guys, understand this one? When we call it as a valid parenthesis, let's suppose there is a one string start with this one. We call it as a valid. It is a not valid. Why? Because so we have to start with the open bracket, then only we call it as a valid. Right, guys? Right, guys? Did you understand this one? Okay. So I want to print n equal to 3. That means I have to print string size as a 6 valid parenthesis, right? That means 3 open, 3 close, supposed to be there. So what will happen, guys? Initially, I will take one string with the open braces, open braces. So what are the possible, guys, here? What are the possible things here? Possible, guys, for this one, check this one. We can add one more open, right? And another possible, we can add close. Yes. What are the other things possible from here? From here, we can add another open bracket, right? Another open bracket, right? Guys, I'm not solving the here. I'm not adding any right things here. Only I'm doing the initial thing only. Just check this one. Guys, in this case, can I add another open bracket? No, I can't add, because when they have given n value 3, that means I can add only up to 3. Right, guys? So what will happen, guys? While when it call will be comes here, written it here, it will comes to here, right? So here I am going to be add close only. Guys, understand how this will work? Guys, initially it will be a little bit difficult, but we'll explain these things later. I'm giving the simple program, so you will understand. Guys, there is a main method. Here n value is a 3. I'm calling the one function. Guys, here the function call, function actual call here, int n, if n greater than 0. That means n value supposed to be greater than 0. In this case, I'm doing minus minus n, print of n, this is the print statement, guys. Here again n minus minus n. Guys, this is the simple question. Simple questions on the backtracing. Guys, I have a one main method. From the main method, I'm calling the one function. In this function, we have a 2 recursive calls. So that's why I'm calling it a backtracing. Guys, how this will work? Try to understand now. Try to understand, guys. Initially, main memory space for the main will be created with the here n value 3 and here the function of 3. Right, guys? When we call the function of 3, we are going to be, it call will come for the function 3, right? Again, here one memory space will be created as the function. So this is the function 3, right? So it will comes here, function of 3. So what will be here? N value will be 3 here, right? So here n equal to 3. So here what will happen, guys? It will comes inside here, right? It will comes inside. N greater than 0 is true or false? It is a true. So that's why it comes inside. Right, guys? So what will happen? Again, when comes to here, the first line here, f of minus minus n. Yes, yes, yes. Next will be, yes. Here, when it comes to here, what will happen, guys? First line, minus minus n, minus minus n. This is the first recursive call. So that's why what happened? It will call another method, another method. But here you have to understand one thing. There is a in a function method, you can see other lines also will there, right? So these lines is not going to be executed now. Why? Because here the function call for the f of minus minus is not completed. It is not completed. It is not completed. It is not completed, right, guys? So what will happen here? Minus minus n. So what will be happen? This guys, this is the pre or post, guys. It's a pre-decrement. So first it is going to be n value is going to be decrement here. So n value 2 here, right? So here it will take its value f of 2. So another call will be made. So here what will happen? N value is at 2. So again it will come inside the function. It is going to be check if condition n greater than 0. N greater than, it is the true. So that's why it comes inside again. What will happen? Again there is another recursive call is there. What does it mean? F of minus minus n. But when this recursive call made now, it will go to another function directly. But here also what will happen, guys? In the second one, here the other lines will be there. It is not going to be executed now because the first line executed is not yet completed. Right, guys? Here what does it mean? Minus minus n means it is the pre, so that's why it first decrement its value and it will take its value. Guys, understand this one? Now what will happen? It will comes to here, right? What will the n value here? N value is a 1. Here it is going to be check the if condition, if n greater than 0. So that's why it comes inside. Again another function call will be made here. What does that mean here? F of minus minus n. That means first it is going to be increment is the 0 and other lines will be said is not going to be executed now because the first line execution is not completed yet. Now it comes here. It will comes here. Guys, try to understand, guys, what will happen here. In this case, n value here 0. In this function, n value 0, right? So it comes to here the function n. What will happen? It is going to be checked. N is whether true or false, right? N greater than 0 or not. Here 0, 0 greater than 0, true or false? It is a false. That's why it will comes end of this function. End of the function means it is, what does it mean when there is a function it comes to the end? That means that function execution is completed. The execution is completed. So that's why it comes here. That's why it is comes here. Right, guys? Understand this one? It will comes here. So what will happen? Now it is going to be in this function, the first line execution completed. So that's why it comes to here. It is second line. What is the second line here? It is the print of n. Print of n. Guys, print of n. Understand this one? Print of n. What is the n value here? N value here 0, not 1, because this is the updated. Before we are going to be use that one, we have to check last updated value. What is the last updated value in this function? Here 0. So that's why it is going to be print 0 here. That line execution completed. Now what will happen? It will comes to this line, next line. What is the next line? Again, this is another recursive call f of minus minus n. So it is the increment like pre-increment. So it is directly minus 1. So another call will be made. It will comes to here and we have another call here. Another call here. What is here? N value equal to minus 1. What will happen, guys? N is less than 0. It's not a true. So that's why it is directly comes end of this function. So directly it will return the where it calls. It will comes here. So this entire function execution is completed. So that's why it returns to where it returns, from where it is called. It is called from here, right? So it come back to that function. So here in this function, the first line is complete, execution completed. Now it comes to second line. What is the second line, guys? Here print of the n. It is going to be print of the n. What is the value of this in function? If we are going to be print the value right here, what is the last updated value here? 1. So it is going to be 1 value will be print here. I'm just telling you, writing here, guys. First, here it is going to be print 0. In this function, it is going to be print 1. It is going to be print 1. Okay, guys. After that line execute, what will happen? It will comes here, right? What is this function here? It is another recursive call f of minus minus n. What is the n value, guys, here? 0. F of minus minus 1, what will happen? It is 0. So here another call will be made. Here n equal to 0. What will happen, guys? N equal to 0. It goes inside. So it will come end of the function. So this function call is completed. So it return from where it calls. Right? In this entire function is completed. So that's why what happened? It goes to here where it calls. It calls to here. So this function, it comes to this function. Here check, guys, it will go to next line. What is the next line here? It is the print of n. Guys, in this function, what is the last updated value? Is it 2. So here it will be 2 here. We are going to be print 2 here. So that line execute is completed. Now it comes to third line. What is the third line, guys, here? Again minus minus n. Again it is a pre-decrement. So it is going to be updated here 1. So another function call will be made, function of 1. Let's suppose here it will comes. What does it mean? It means n value is the 1. Guys, check here. 1 is the here n means 1, right? 1 is greater than 0 is it true? So that's why it comes again inside. What does it mean? Again, one recursive call minus minus n. Other lines will be there. Because it is a recursive call means it is going to be called for another function, is right? So what does it mean? Here minus minus n means first it is going to be decrement 0 and it will take its value is 0. So this is the function calling, right? It will comes here another function. What does it mean here? N value is 0. N value 0 means it will comes inside. No, it won't comes. It will comes end of this function. So that function call has been made. So that's why it will return here. Okay, guys, this function call has been made, has been completed. When it completed, it will come to second line. What is the second line here? Print of n. What is the n value here? N value is a 0. So again, it's going to be print the value as 0. Guys, understand? Once the print statement execution completed, it comes to next line. What is the here next line? Again, another recursive call minus minus n. What is the n value, guys? Here last updated value is 0. So minus minus n means it is the minus 1. So again, this value will be minus 1. So another function call will be made like this here, n value equal to minus 1. Guys, when comes to the function, what is the n value here? If n is minus 1 is greater than 0 is a false. So that's why it comes end of this function. So this function call has been completed. So it will comes here. Check, guys, this entire function call is also completed. So it will goes to where from it's called. It is called from here. So it's called from here. This execution is completed. So again it will comes here. What does it mean? It will comes to the main method. It will come to the main method. So after main here, there is any other executable lines? No. So it is going, main execution has been completed. So guys, check what is the output here? 0, 1, 2, 0. This is going to be print. Guys, do you understand, guys, this one? This is very important, guys. And you may see a lot of questions based on this. Guys, please let me know, guys, in the chat box. Do you understand this one or not? Okay, fine. Okay, guys. Super. Okay, guys. Let's solve the some questions based on this one. Okay. We have already done this question. Okay. Guys, this is the question. You have a 2 minutes time. Try to solve this question. Guys, you have a 2 minutes time. Try to solve this question. You have a 2 minutes time, guys. Try to solve this question. Guys, done, guys? Okay, you can take another 2 minutes time. You guys solve in another 1 minute, guys. Okay, guys, I'm going to solve this one now. Okay, guys, leave it. Okay, guys, see this one. When it is usually start from the main side, so we have to create a memory space for the main first. Is the main here n equal to 5. So here the one print statement with the function 5. So first it will come the function. Guys, what will happen in this case when it comes to the function? Here n value is 5. Right, guys? What will happen here when it comes to inside? N greater than 0 is true, so that's why it comes inside. Let's check, guys. It will comes inside. So what will happen? Guys, to be frank, all are done wrong only. Please try to understand this one. And check where you have done mistake. You are all did wrong only. Try to understand. Here n equal to 5. So what will happen? N greater than 0. I mean 5 greater than 0 is true. So that's why it comes inside. What will happen in this case? Function of minus minus n. So minus minus n is a pre. So that's why it's first going to be decrement. So again it will comes here. Guys, I'm not doing anything. Another other two lines also there, but I'm going to be call from the first line. It is going to be another function here. What does it mean here? And what is the n value, guys? Here n value is the 4. Again we comes 4 less than 0 is the true, so that's why it comes inside. Right, guys? Comes inside. So again it is another recursive call, function of minus minus n. Wait, guys. Function of minus minus n. Minus minus n is a pre, so that's why it's going to be decrement here. So that value will be 3 here, and other two lines is there, but I'm not talking about that one because the first line execution is not completed yet. From the first line, we are calling the another function here. In this case, n value will be 3. Again, that is the true, but it will comes inside. Again, m, it's going to be true, and it is the 2. Guys, understand, guys? I'm directly doing this one. I'm not. Yeah, I've already explained. Yeah, yeah. Now what will happen? In this case here n value is a 2. Here another recursive call. So that's why it is first going to be decrement here. Decrement to 1 and again it will call. And other also calls will be there, but I'm not talking about that one. Again another function will be call made. What will happen in this case? Guys, try to understand here n value is 1. Again another function call will be well minus n. So that's why its value 0 and it is 0 and other will be there. Guys, check this one when it comes to 0 first. Check this is a function here. 0 less than 0. So 0 greater than 0 is true or false? It is a false. So that's why it comes here. Written of 0. If it comes to end of this one, it is returning the 0. After the function here function call of 0. Here n value is 0. So it is returning 0. From here to it will comes here 0. But it is returning the value, but we are not catching here. So no use of the returning, but we are not using this value. Guys, understand this one? Okay, guys. Next, what the statement? Print of. What the statement here? Print of n minus minus. That means it is the post decrement. So that's why it directly take its value. So what will print, guys, here? Print 0 will be prints here. Here minus 1. Guys, understand? Print of here n minus minus. So direct first it will access value before the value is 0. After that it will be minus, sorry, it is the minus 1. Right? It will comes here. Next line it will comes, right? What will happen here? Again is here minus 1. Minus 1. So what will happen? Minus 1. Again minus 1. Minus 1 is the minus 2. Guys, understand this one? So what will happen? Another call will be made to the function. Here n value is minus 2. Check, guys, is the true or false? If condition it is a false, so it will come end of this one. So here also is returning 0. It is returning 0. It is returning 0, but we are not using it. It will come to this value f of minus 2 value 0, but we are not using. That is okay, fine. So now this function call has been completed. This function entire all lines has executed, right? So this function call completed. So it will come from where it calls. It will comes here. It will comes here. F of 1, right? So what will happen here after this line execution completed? We are going to be print statement. Print of n minus minus. So it is the post. So that's why it will take its value. It will take this value and it is going to be decrement. Decrement, how much it will decrement? Decrement by 1. So its value will be 0. Guys, what will I print here? Print of 1. So it will going to be print 1. So after this execution of this line, what will come? Again, it will come to here. What does it mean here? F of minus n. What is the n value here? 0. So minus it is the pre. So that's why it's first going to be decrement as a minus 1 is the minus 1. What will happen, guys? If when it comes the recursive call, it will call the another method, right? It will call the another method. This is the method. Let's say it is the method, but here n value is minus 1. N value is minus 1. So what will happen? N value is minus 1 means it won't go inside. It will come here. Here it is a return statement. So it will come back again. So entire this function call has been completed. So from where it is made, it will come to here. So if this line has been completed in this function, it will come to here. Again here the print statement, print of what does it mean? N minus minus. So first it will take its value. What is its value here? 2. Then it is going to be decrement by 1. So what will happen after that? It is going to be print. What will print, guys? 2, it is going to be print. Guys, understand? After this line completed, another line is there. What does it mean? F of minus n. What is the n value here? 0. It is the pre. So that's why it is directly takes the value. Sorry, after that it will take the value here the 0. So either another recursive call. So another call will be made here. Here n value will be 0. But what will happen in this function? N greater than 0. So it won't go inside because it's a false. So that's why it will returning. Returning means it again comes to where it call has been made. It will comes here. Guys, understand, guys? Okay. After this function call has been completed, what will happen? It comes to here. So in this function, this first line execution is completed. Now it comes to the next line. What is the here? Here print of n minus minus. It is the pre or post. It is the post. So that's why directly it takes the value. Here 3. Here it value will be 2. Guys, understand how I am doing? Value is 2 now. It is going to be print of 3. What means it's going to be print as it here 3. Guys, understand? After the print lines is executed, then another again call will be made of minus n. What does that mean? Is a pre, so that's why it's going to be decrement here first. Now its value is 0, sorry, its value will be 1, so it will comes to here as a 1. So another function call will be made here. What will happen here? N value equal to 1. So n is n 1 greater than 0 is true, so that's why it comes inside. What will happen here? Either another recursive call f of minus n. That means first it is going to be decrement here, it will comes here 0. So this is the recursive call, right? So again it comes to another function as this one. What does it mean here? N value 0. Guys, when n is the 0, it's a false case, though it will return. So it again it comes to here. What will happen in this case? It is going to be print statement. What is the print? N minus minus. So that is the post. So that's why first it takes the value. It is the 0 and it is the minus 1. So print of 0 is going to be print here. After 3 it is going to be print as a 0. Guys, understand how I'm doing? Now where we are? We are here, right? 0 is going to be print. After what will happen? F of minus n. So for it is a pre, so that's why it is going to be decrement here. Decrement to minus 2. It is the minus 2. Another call will be made, but that is not go to inside the loop because it is a not n is a not greater than 0, right? So that's why it is the written end of the statement. So it will come back. It will come back here, right? It will come back here. Though this function call has been completed, so from this where it has been called, it's called to here, it will come here. Guys, it's completed. So the entire method has been completed. That's why it comes here. It will comes here and it's going to be, it first line execution is completed. So that's why it comes to here. What is here? Here print of n minus minus. So it will first it access the value 4 and after that it is going to be decrement by 1. That means its value is a 3 now. So print of 4 means it's going to be 4 now. So it will comes to here 4. Guys, understand this one? Okay. Now what will happen, guys? Here again function of n minus minus. So what will happen in this case? It will be 2. It will comes here 2. Again another call will be made, right? So check this one. What will happen, guys? Another call here. N value is 2. N value is 2. So it comes inside. What will happen here? F of minus n. It means 1. Guys, understand? Other lines will be there. But it is called another function here. Another function here. What will happen here? N value is 1. It is true, so that's why it comes inside. So what will happen is function of minus n. So first it is going to be decrement by 0. So here function of 0, other will be there. But what will happen? Another recursive call will be made. So here it will comes to 0, here n equal to 0. But what does it mean? It won't go inside, it will return. So where it has started, here it will comes to here. Yes, understand? Here what we have, it is the print statement. Print of n minus minus. So it will directly access this value and it is going to be decrement by 1. So print of 0. So it will give after 4, what will print? It will print 0. Guys, understand this one? It is print 0. Okay, guys. We have came here. After 0 also we have another function is there, right? So that what does it? F of minus n. It is a pre. It is already minus 1. So that's why it will be minus 2. It is the minus 2. Another call will be made from here. What will happen in this case? N equal to minus 2. Check, guys. N equal to minus 2. So that's why it won't go inside. It will return the statement. So it will come back again. So this function, entire function call has been completed. And it will go to where it's called. It is called from here. Guys, understand? So what does it mean, guys? Here print of n minus minus. So first it will take the value. It is the value of 1. Again it is going to be decrement by 1. This is the value. What does it mean? It is going to be print of 1 is going to be print here. 4 0 then 1 here. 1 here. Guys understand? Guys understand? We are here. Next what is that mean? Another line is there. That is f of minus minus n. Already is 0. So it will be minus 1. Even the minus 1 also, it's nothing will happen. It comes like this. It will comes like this, right? So entire function call has been completed. So it will call. It will comes here where it call from here. It will call comes to here. So entire function call is entire function is completed. Now what will happen? It will comes to here. Guys, understand while returning what will happen? It is returning the 0 here. Every time it is a returning. In these functions, that returning value is not using. But what will happen, guys, here? It is print of that function. So that return value is going to be print here. It is what it is returning. It is returning the 0, right? It is returning the 0. So the print of 0. So again it is going to be 0 will be print. Guys, understand, guys? 0 1 2 3 0 4 0 1 0. Okay guys, super. Super guys. Okay guys. Okay guys. Guys, these type of questions we have already done yesterday. You take your time and try to solve this question. You have a 2 minutes time. Guys, you have a 2 minutes time. Try to solve this one. Guys, try to solve this one, guys. Guys, if you guys want to be strong in the basics, only one thing you have to do. You have to do more practice, guys. Then only you will be very strong in the basics. Then you can easily crack the first round. Guys, one thing remember, if you really good at a basic, definitely you will easily understand the second level questions, guys. There is a very simple logic will be there. So if you didn't understand that simple logics, na, so no use of learn, right? So that's why this is a very basic, guys. Try to understand these things. Yeah, will do. Guys, I'm sharing these practice questions to you. Okay, guys. And you have to do. I'm regularly like every week or every 3 days. Once I will post the some questions. Try to solve those questions, guys. Try to practice as many as possible. Then only you will clear easily. And from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to start the second level, guys. I mean, programming actually lead code questions we are going to be solved from tomorrow onwards. Okay, guys. The first class will be based on the time and space complexity, guys, and the basic things what we are required to the programming. Those are like array list. Those are array list, n set, hash map, hash map. And second thing is, first one is a time complexity and space complexity. Guys, if you know already about the space complexity and time complexity, better to understand, better to join this class, guys, because you guys made a very simple mistake. So after the tomorrow's class, you will never easily you can calculate like time and space complexity. So try to attend the tomorrow class, guys. And tomorrow will be based on this one, time and space complexity and basics of the array list, set and hash map. And these things only I am going to be teach. And Monday onwards we can solve the real problems, guys. I am here going to be solve. I have already told you I am going to solve like a easy to medium level questions, easy to medium level questions, and medium questions. Sorry, and hard questions here. And after the fourth week, I'm going to be explain about like application development. Application development, guys. These are the like we are going to be do this one. This is only pending. As of now, the first round things are everything is completed, guys. Like we have started with the increment and decrement operators, and logical operators, and arithmetic operators, and Badmas tool is completed. Next one, conditional statements is completed. Next one, iterative statements has been completed. Functions has been completed, and recursion and backtracing also completed. Guys, these are the very basic, guys. If you know these all the things, if you understand these things now, that will be very easy in the second level round. Like I'm going to be solve the problems, right? So that times I'm yes, strings also I have completed. I forgot, and arrays also completed. These are the very basic, guys. Yeah, if you know these all the things, you can easily use those things in the real-time programming, like next level. Guys, understand? From tomorrow onwards, like that will be the more than 1.5 hours, guys. Because if you take the only 1 hour now, so we can't solve the more than one or two questions in a time. That's why more than a 1.5 hour will be there from tomorrow onwards. Okay, guys. And one more thing, guys. You have to practice on the different platforms, guys. Then only you will be familiar with the different platforms like lead code. Lead code is the very best one, but most of the companies won't use this one. And the second thing is hacker rank, and hacker act. These are like very popular, guys. Most of the companies use this one only. So try to like same questions only, but to try to solve in the different platforms. So you will be understand the pattern, how the question will be there, and how the input patterns will be there. Input patterns, like output patterns, everything. So try to like solve the questions in this platform. The lead code, hacker rank, and hacker at. At least try to create an account initially, and I'm going to tell how to use that one later. Most of the guys like if you didn't know about the hacker rank and hacker app, those also like if you create the account, after that you will see the lot of free questions, guys. You can solve, and those the same questions you will be find the same questions in lead code and anywhere hacker rank, hacker earth also. I'm just telling you why, because hacker recently also in Joe they have given this one only. Instead of the given pen and paper, they have directly given the instead of the given the idea, they have given directly hacker rank problems. So some guys who know the basics also, like the first time using the hacker rank, so that's why they didn't solve the questions. That's why I'm telling you, try to practice the questions on these things. So you will be familiar with the patterns. Yes, understand, guys? Guys, actually, I want to solve the more questions. I've prepared the more questions, around like 20 questions. But I don't think so. We can't. We can solve all the time. So I will share with all the questions with you and try to solve by yourself. If you guys face any issues and stuck anywhere, now please let me know. I will try to like create a we can have another session after some time like next Saturday morning, like that we can solve all the if you have any doubts, I'm going to explain all the things based on the first round. These questions, guys, I've already created around the 30 questions here, 20 plus questions, and every week try to give a few more questions. Okay, guys, do you have any other queries? Please let me know, guys. We can end the session now. Guys, if you have any queries, please let me know. And I hope you who are attended this session, you can easily clear the first round, guys. I'm 100% sure you can get at least 8 out of the 10. You can easily solve the questions. Try to practice these questions a number of times. You will be familiar with the actual questions. Okay, guys. Do you have any other queries, guys? Guys, you have any other queries? Can we end the session now? Can I end the session now? Okay, guys. Okay. Okay, will do, guys. Don't worry. Okay, guys. I'm ending the session now. Thank you very much.